So what was life like before VIT services? It was pretty difficult. We had lots of different IT companies coming in, presenting a lot of different solutions. All of them were, I know it's not supposed to be about the money, but many of them were really expensive, and they were giving us more computer than what we needed. And so we needed someone that really specialized into the smaller business, smaller to small mid, maybe 10 to 30 type of employees. And a lot of these other companies were just aiming for bigger companies, or just charging a lot for what we really needed. So Chuck was able to come in and really focus on that small business need that we had. And actually he was referred by quite a few people, so he really came in and kind of cleaned up and gave our computer services, our IT solutions, a little more focus. What impresses me the most about VIT services is the ability to respond to urgent IT needs. Given that we are in a tax-driven business and we have lots of deadlines that need to be met, it always seemed that things would break the Friday before we needed things done. And Chuck and VIT services always were there when we needed them, and things were resolved relatively quickly, even if he was with another client or working on something of other importance. If we were really urgent and in desperate need of help, things always got resolved really quickly. What's the difference between VIT services and other IT companies? I think the biggest thing that drew us to VIT services and other IT companies was that VIT services is really geared towards the small to mid-small type business. A lot of the other IT services in San Diego, which I called all of them, they were geared really more to like 30 to 50 type employees. Even though we were a smaller business with 15 employees, they still priced us as if we were a 30 to 50 employee shop. And that just didn't make any sense for us. So several of them actually referred Chuck and VIT services to our firm. And instantly, as soon as he came in right away, I knew that he was geared towards the smaller to mid-small type business. And his solutions and the costs for those solutions were appropriate, we felt, for the size of our business. And that definitely is what makes him different than probably the average IT group you might find in Mission Valley or something. Would I recommend VIT services to another business? Absolutely. The thing about VIT services, and Chuck particularly, is that he's always really there to help you. He's very proactive in his solutions. He wants the business and the IT side of things to succeed, because ultimately that helps him succeed in his business. He's very good about matching our needs with the services that can be provided, and he is very good at always trying to find the most up-to-date services that can match those needs, and the ones that were actually sometimes were the simplest. And that's why I would recommend him to someone else. If you're out there and you're looking for a computer guy and you are in the probably, I'd say, a handful to maybe 20 employees or so, I mean, maybe even a little bit higher, I'd still heavily consider Chuck, because everybody else out there is not thinking like a small business. They're thinking more mid-sized businesses or larger, and they're going to come and present you with those solutions, which is going to be too much computer for what you need, and too much that you're really probably going to be able to spend, and they're going to be solutions you're not even going to use. So that's probably the biggest reason why I'd recommend him to other small business owners.